Very pleased with where we are right now after the first weekend. A lot of new faces, new parts, guys working together. It's been a crazy weekend just outside of our little world here with a lot of upsets, which is going to be more of the norm in college basketball with the parity. So for us to, have to respond late in the first half, early second half, I think is a good thing for us heading to Orlando next week.
You had 2 assists in the first half, 10 in the second half. Was that a factor in exploding in the second half?
Yeah, what's happened the first 2 games is that teams have switched and put their 5 men on our point guards, and while the assist totals aren't what I hoped for or what I anticipated early, they're fouling us a lot because their 5-man can't guard Shannon or Trey. So we're getting to the free throw line quite a bit, and those guys are able to effectively go off the dribble. Trey's been super. His first 2 games, outstanding play from him. As well as Obi. I thought Obi, rebounded the ball great in the first game, and then he backed it up tonight, and then he was, more efficient on offense. And then Torian, made some big defensive plays for us in the second half, ignited some of the stuff we did with the dunk in the lane and the drives, and he had 7 defensive rebounds, which is huge. And then Trey rebounded as well, and Shannon. So we need the guards to do that. I'm just going to get it all over with right now while I'm going here. Ramon Villa, I thought, did well. We made a little push with a smaller lineup in the second half, and I was thinking about going with that one and playing it out, but we went to Ramon and he came in. I thought did a nice job. Just good positioning, rebounding, and hit a jumper on the baseline. So just did some nice things.
You mentioned Trey and Shannon. Just how important or how big is it with their ability to draw fouls like that?
Well, it's the way that the rules are designed to be called. The game has changed. The NCAA sent out the video to everyone. All the coaches know, what the rules are, and hand checking is going to be strictly enforced, and the dribbler will be protected. So it's natural that if teams switch a 5-man on a point guard, they're not going to be able to usually guard that player without putting their hands on them. So having guys that could break down the defense off the dribble, puts yourself in a great position to get to the free throw line. And then those guys were outstanding at converting. Shannon 12 for 12, and Trey was 7 for 11. So those guys, did a good job of making them too.
And going with the 4 guards, have you ever gone that small at Buffalo or anywhere else?
No, I didn't. But it's as these guys develop, as Ramon develops, as Jethro develops, we could get more conventional, and we will play a more conventional lineup because I want to get Obi reps at the 4 because he's very good at the 4, and I want to get Sam reps on the perimeter. But it's nice when you have guys on the perimeter that are as good as they are because I got to get those guys on the floor, and so it's great that we're having the success we're having, and again, I don't think it's we're coming close yet to what our potential would be as guys continue to play better. That I think will play better.
You mentioned Jethro and Sam. How do you just feel about what you've seen from them in their first 2 real games?
Well, I was happy for Jethro with the free throw today to knock that one in. He had a nice dunk in the first half. I enjoyed his somersault. I think everyone enjoyed that. He's got so much life and so much positive energy, and he's such a fun guy to be around. I think he's going to keep getting better, and he's got such great physical talent and tools. And once he gets a little more experience, he's going to be really good. And Sam, it's a freshman, making an adjustment. He's got such a high ceiling, and as the year goes on, he's going to do some great things here.
You mentioned the turnovers and the number of them on Friday. Tonight you guys cut them in half. How big of that was an adjustment to the offensive game?
I just think some of the turnovers were, you know, a product of it being the first game and guys anxious and excited. And I still think that, you know, we can move it better and take care of the ball better. And, you know, but I trust our guys as playmakers out there and giving them the freedom to make some plays.
And obviously Torian is shooting well, but how important is it to have his energy on defense when he's coming off the bench like that?
Yeah, I mean, Torian was, you know, he was every bit as good as he was the first game and doing the same things he's been doing for months. And, you know, he provides the spark on offense, and, you know, he's a pure scorer. And, you know, and not only as a shooter, I mean, he gets to the rim. But you're right, the defense, you know, he gives us a really strong, you know, wing defender, and, you know, he gets some deflections and, you know, made a couple of really good defensive plays. He's rebounded.
Seems like he showed off a lot of different ways he can score. He's just not a shooter.
Yeah.
He can do a lot of different things.
He can, you know, and when you're making shots as easily as he makes them from three, guys are running at him now even harder, and he's got the shot fake and the quick drive, and he's got the floater, and you can see he plays above the rim. So he's and the other thing, I mean, his step back is so nice. I mean, that step back jumper he has because of his length and how high he gets off the floor. I mean, it's hard to defend that.
Do you feel like the secret with him's already out?
What's that?
Do you feel like the secret, I mean, he's kind of an unknown. Do you feel like, how long does that secret last with him?
Well, I mean, I've noticed that they were aware of where he was. He wasn't getting that many clean, you know, open looks, and I would expect that to continue. But that's the nice thing about having so many options out there. You know, if you try and take, you know, one of those guys away, it's going to open something else up for someone else.
Anything else?
Thanks, guys.